Hello everyone, welcome. So today we will be talking about AIDS. AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So this means the deficiency of immune system acquired during the lifetime of an individual, indicating that it is not congenital disease. Syndrome, it means a group of symptoms. AIDS was first reported in 1981, and in the last 25 years or so, it has widespread. So, AIDS, it is caused by human immunodeficiency virus, which is HIV, a member of a group of virus which is called as retrovirus, which have an envelope enclosing the RNA genome. So, transmission of HIV infection generally occurs by either sexual contact with infected person or by transfusion of contaminated blood and blood products, or by sharing infected needles, as in the case of intravenous drug abuses, or it is from the infected needles or from the infected mother to her child through the placenta. So these are the modes. So you see here there is a viral RNA which is there. This viral RNA, which is a retrovirus, they contain a viral coat protein, and the RNA is the genetic material. So when it goes and infects the animal cell, it will release the RNA, and there will be the transcriptase, which is there, viral RNA, which is produced by reverse transcriptase, which is the enzyme. So this reverse transcriptase in the viral DNA, it will incorporate into the host genome, and here there will be the production of DNA. So when they are going to produce the from DNA from the RNA, so new virus will get produced. So and then the person is getting infected. So this is how the one gets HIV. So it is important to know that HIV or AIDS is not spread by mere touch or physical contact. It spreads through body fluids. It is hence imperative for physical and physiological well-being that the HIV or infected persons are not isolated from the family or the society. So there is always a time lag between the infection and appearance of AIDS. And this particular time, guys, this period, it may be few months to many years. After getting into the body of the person, the virus enters the macrophages, where the RNA genome of the virus replicates and forms the viral DNA, as I said you. Okay, so now the macrophages will continue to produce more and more of the virus DNA that is there. So they will act as HIV factory. So simultaneously HIV enters into the helper T cells, which replicates and produces progeny virus. The progeny virus, which is released into the blood, attack the other helper T cells. This is repeated, leading to progressive decrease in the number of helper T cells. And what happened during this period? The person suffers from bouts of fever, diarrhea and weight loss. Due to decrease in the number of helper T cells, the person starts suffering from infections that could have been otherwise overcome by the T cells. They would have fought. So mycobacterium, virus, fungi and even parasites like Toxoplasma, the patients becomes so immunodeficient that he or she is unable to protect himself or herself against the infection. A widely used diagnostic test for AIDS is enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. Treatment of AIDS with antiretroviral drugs is only partially effective. They can only prolong the life of patient but cannot prevent death. How can you prevent AIDS? As AIDS has no cure, prevention is the best option. Moreover, HIV infection more often spreads due to conscious behavior patterns and is not something that happens inadvertently, like pneumonia, typhoid, of course. Infections in blood transfusion patients, newborns, etc., may take place due to poor monitoring. The only excuse may be ignorance, and it has been rightly said, don't die of ignorance. In our country, the National AIDS Control Organization, that is NACO, and other non-governmental organization, NGOs, are doing a lot to educate about AIDS. WHO has started a number of programs to prevent the spreading of HIV infections, making blood safe from HIV, ensuring the use of disposable needles, syringes in public and private hospitals and clinics, free distribution of condoms, controlling drug abuse, advocating safe sex, and promoting regular checkups for HIV in susceptible populations are some of the steps taken up. Infections with HIV or having AIDS is something that should not be hidden since then. The infections may spread to many more people. HIV or AIDS infected people need help and sympathy instead of being shunned by society. Unless society recognizes it as a problem to be dealt with within a collective manner, the chances of wider spread of disease increase manifold. It is a malady that can only be tackled by the society and medical fraternity acting together to prevent the spread of the disease. Thank you.